Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. So I wanted to share something today about how I've designed Malphas, the first boss in Super Space Galaxy. He has a number of attacks. He's got a fireball attack, this big open starburst thing that's supposed to keep you maneuvering around. But the most sophisticated one is the wind blades, which are these green blade projectiles that come out of him. And I used this system that defines where on his body the blades are supposed to appear and what kind of movement they're supposed to have as well. And I wanted to show how I did this. So it all involves this thing called the Malphas Map. And here it is, the one and only the Malphas Map. So it's a separate little applet I made where it's just got the picture of Malphas, and if I click and hold, I can drag these crosshairs around, and then when I let go, it'll tell me where these crosshairs have ended up and just list them all for me. So I can kind of define a bunch of points. And there you go, and you've got a list of them all. It's not that polished, but it doesn't have to be particularly. And I've used this to define places on Malphas where his projectiles can appear. I've also used it to, I think, make various hard-coded distances and angles for the explosions when he dies, but it's basically the same system of using distances and angles. And these distances and angles then get fed into the programming. Right, and here in the programming, I'm having to remember how I did this myself now, but we've got, first, Malphas is always keeping track of the difference between the angle he's facing and the angle you're at from him. So, depending on what angle you are from where he's facing, he'll use different wind blade attacks. So that's what this is. We've got different angle differences, and then it picks different sets of wind blades and kinds of wind. So the types here, I've got a random number between 1 and 2 for that angle difference, and then that is either 1 or 2, and then there's 3 for this angle difference. And the string here contains different substrings. So the first one I think is angle and distance. Is that right? Or distance and angle? I don't know. So it's something like angle, distance, and the type of movement for the projectile all inside this string. And the string parser then goes through these. So like here there's what wind blade attack type 3 has 3 shots behind him. There we go, yeah, so so the 0 here might, 180 is shooting behind him, adds 180. So this is where the numbers from the Malphas map go into these strings and get parsed. And I kind of added these notes here just to explain what this is, right? Because even I do not remember what this does. And then I think it goes through, it checks each one, applies the properties, and I'm not going through the exact thing. I could make a tutorial. If people want, I can make a tutorial on how this was done, but this is kind of what I was talking about in my last tutorial, where we have, you set up stuff that's relatively simple to ask for, the system crunches it out, and then you get an output that you want. And it sets up the wind blade properties here, so then we've got how long it takes to become a projectile, what direction it should face, what kind of movement it should have, and those all get passed on to the next system. So anyway, that's all I'm going to share with that. I think I could do a full-fledged tutorial on exactly what all the variables are and stuff, but that's basically the idea. So hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Do you have a game you've always wanted to make, but don't know how to get started? My coaching program is designed to help you finish your first game in ClickTeam Fusion 2.5. Click the link in the description to learn more, and let's get you on the path to being the game developer you've always wanted to be.